welcome to Homestead Corner. I'm Ginny, and today I wanted to talk about some canned meats that I can still find and I think are good deals to get on your shelves as quickly as possible. We headed out to the store to find canned meats. What can we find for canned meats right now that are still pretty affordable? I mean, the prices are rising on everything, and I think that as much as you can get in your pantry right now is going to be your best bet. It's going to, hold off that inflation just a little bit more for you, and it's going to get worse. So the sooner you buy foods and things that you need, the cheaper you're going to get them. And although prices have risen pretty good, these meats are pretty affordable, and we found that these are ones that we can find, mostly local. One of them I found online. I haven't seen it locally in months, which is the Dak ham. We really like these Dak hams. They are perfect for all kinds of stuff, and for around $4, 3 to 5 basically. I'm seeing them online, which is where I found this one. You can get a few. Rite Aid has them. Certain Walmart's advertising that they have them, but in our area I can't even order them. So maybe in your area you could. I am not sure. So just searching online for specific items, you may be able to find something at a decent price so you can get it into your pantry. Because the more this progresses, the worse it's going to get. The Washington administration is now saying, yes, there are going to be food shortages. So this is going to blow up and get much, much worse pretty quickly, I think. I don't think it's going to take long. People are going to start to go crazy. But getting meats are one of those things that it's harder to grow it yourself affordably. So we do a lot of canned meats and things like that. If you can get meats at the grocery store, canning your own is another great way to go. I prefer home canned beef, so I don't really buy it at the store, but I have seen that in our local stores for pretty inexpensive. And these I found online. So let's get into some of these other goodies that I found. The Armour Vienna sausages. These are running around $7 a case now, which is about $1 or so more than they were. And that's a little jump in price, but they're still fairly affordable. And these can be cut up and fried, added to soups, all kinds of stuff. Tons of things you can do with these. And I think they're great to have in the pantry. And I like the small can size. So if you're only feeding 1 or 2 people, you don't have to open a big giant can. So that can be handy as well. You can open as many as you need. And so those are a great one and still pretty inexpensive. You get 12 cans in the case, and they're still a little over 50 cents a can. And the next thing is Spam, just the regular old classic Spam. I saw they also had the low sodium Spam in. Our stores have a pretty good selection of it right now. The price has risen on these, and these are, I think, $6.30, $6.28, $6.30, right in there for the 2-pack. There's 2 cans in here, so that's not too horrible. And if it's only 1 or 2 people, you could definitely cut the ham in half, the Spam, and use half for one dish and half for another. And I found on the Spam website, if you go to spam.com, they have tons of recipes. And I found one that, we don't like mangoes, but they had this Hawaiian Spam dish, and I just switched out the mangoes because no one in my house really likes them, to more pineapple, and it's actually quite delicious. We switched up the recipe a little bit, and I will do that in a video, but they have tons of recipes for Spam on their website, so you can use them in different ways, not just frying it up. And so definitely check out their website if you're looking for ways to use Spam. They have tons of recipes. I was shocked. And then the next thing is the bacon Spam. This is the one we used in the Hawaiian, the little Hawaiian style dish. And it's pretty basic and simple, but that bacon Spam gives it that little extra flavor. We really liked it. Getting it crispy, I think, is the key to Spam. And then I picked up a couple of turkey Spams just to give us more variety. You want to have as much variety as possible with any of your foods, your grains, your vegetables, your fruits. As much variety as you can is going to be the best for you. That way you're still getting as much nutrients as possible. Tuna. Tuna is still the Walmart. These are chunk light tuna in water. We like these okay. They work great, and they're still 4 cans for $2.84. I have not seen a price increase on tuna yet, but it'll come. Just grab it before it gets too high. As these food shortages progress, I don't think all the food is going to be gone. I think there will still be food in the grocery store. The biggest problem is going to be that can you afford what is in the grocery store? That's going to be the biggest problem, I think, because of the inflation, and when there's shortages, it drives the price up even higher. So this is going to be a huge problem. Huge. Just stack as much as you can is all I can say. And I can't say that enough. Fill your pantries. Fill under the bed, fill cabinets, closets, whatever you can. Get food in other locations. If anything happens to your house, you want food somewhere else, definitely. If you have another place to go to, you can bury food in the ground. There's tons of stuff that you can do so you have access to food even if something happens to your home or anything like that. The next thing that this has gone up a little bit is the pink salmon. I love pink salmon. I think it's great for all kinds of soups, and I love salmon loaf and salmon cakes and things like that. I've done a few recipes on them in videos, and they are just so yummy and a great source of protein. And it's great. You can take half a can, add it to a little soup, or the whole can, depending on how big your soup is you're making. But salmon, I love it. And it's gone up a little bit. This was just under $4, I believe, for the salmon, but they had a decent supply of salmon. And they did have ones that were more expensive. And then chilies. If you get the ones with no beans, you can always add beans. Beans are so inexpensive compared to the meat products. So I always buy them without beans and then add my beans to it because it's a lot cheaper for us. And you get more meat in the chili than if you get the bean chili. And then also deviled ham. These have gone up quite a bit and not quite as versatile. They're great on bread. We add mayonnaise to it and some spinach and, you know, onions, whatever we have, a little bit of celery seed, make a little ham salad type thing. Put it on crackers, put it on bread, whatever you can do or however you like it. Deviled ham, definitely not for everybody, but I grew up on it. I really like it. And the last thing that I found was the chicken breasts, the chicken chunk breasts. And these are 4 cans for almost $8. I think they were $7.98 or $7.48, right in there. It was under $8 for this. So, but there are 4 12-ounce cans in here, which is still a pretty good deal. Under $2 a can. I would definitely, if you don't can chicken, that's probably the next best price. We can our own chicken. I don't buy too much canned chicken, but this was such a good deal really for the canned meats in that section. I really didn't want to leave it out because I know not everybody cans meat and not everybody cans food, and that's okay. Do the best you can. And there are a lot of people out there saying, you know, well, that's not good for you and that's not the best for you, and starving to death isn't good for you either. You know, do the best you can. If you can get all non-GMO, all perfect organic food, that's awesome. But if you can't, don't feel bad. Feeding yourself and your family is much more important at this point in the game. Just whatever you have to do. I can stuff, I buy stuff, I grow stuff, whatever I can do to make sure that my family is going to be okay. And I think that is the best way for everybody to go. I just thought I would share some of these meats that are still available. And I did see quite a bit of like pulled pork and pulled beef and like beef chunks and pulled beef. But I can that myself, so I didn't buy it. And we don't eat as much of that. We eat tons of chicken, so I know that chicken is not going to go bad in this house. But we do eat tons of it, so, and it's so versatile with so many different meals. So chicken is definitely, we'll eat any kind of chicken pretty much. It's, instead of going hungry, we'll definitely eat it. And that is it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!